Okay, Beer Never Broke My Heart. We're in drop C sharp, so the whole guitar is down a half step, and then the bottom string is down another whole step. So when you play a D like this and go down all open strings, you get this. It's actually a C sharp chord, but for purposes of instruction, I'm going to describe the notes as if it's in just regular drop D to try to avoid confusion. So first thing I'd like to do is show my idea for imitating the banjo. It happens at the very beginning of the song, and it happens a little bit in the verse. And that's this thing here. All right, so that's what I'm doing to imitate that banjo. And what I'm doing is it starts, so I'm playing as if I'm playing a D major chord, but I'm not going to use that the high note, so it's like a D power chord. Okay, now first finger is going to hammer on twice in a row. And then I play an open D, and then I play this higher D on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then I play these two notes, the D and then this A again, as filler notes at the end. So slow down, it goes like this. And I loop it. And then I play it, I kind of strum a chord as I do it, the D chord, so it goes like this. Okay, so that occurs right at the beginning of the song, and that one time it does it with the full low D chord like this. You have this distinctive backwards rake. Okay, and you want to be doing that banjo part right away like this. And then the drums and bass and electric guitar all kick in at that point. Let me do that again. Okay. Then you get the opening main riff on the electric guitar that goes. So that whole riff, and I don't know how much you might want to play on the acoustic, but let me show you the whole riff, because at least that last part, you probably want to play on the acoustic anyway. So the whole riff goes bottom D, and then B, C, 2 and 3 on the A string, and then it does those 3 notes again. And then there's a B-A, 2 open on the A string. So we have. And then it'll do those first 3 notes again, D, B, C. And then you have this cool riff, and there's variations on this riff through the song. I'm going to show you all of them. The first one, it goes like this. And what that is, on the regular D string, we're going to go 3, 4, 0. And it's, I believe it's hammer on pull off, so only pick it once. And then we do a pull off on the A string, 3 to 0. And then we go down and hit these notes. We hit 5 on the low D, and then open A, and then 3 on the low D. So the whole thing slowly goes like this. Again. And up to speed. Okay, so again, that whole riff section, I'll play the whole thing again. Okay, then you have the verse. The first verse, you kind of have this chug chug, and then you play the full chord on 3 of the first measure. So, and again, 1, 2, 3. That regular D power chord and playing from the bottom that drop D. Then halfway through the first verse, the banjo comes back in. So that's the part I showed you from the beginning when it goes like this. And at the end of that verse, this riff here shows up again on the banjo. So you can play it here. But you can play it up higher and make it sound more like a banjo up here. It goes like this. Now this is a variation. It's not exactly the same as the earlier riff. Let me show you too slowly. This will be the trickiest part I show you. On the high E string, you play 1, 2, and it's a hammer on. And then on the B string, you play 3, 1. And then on the G string, you play 2-0. And then on the D string, you play 3-0-3. Slowly, the whole thing. And then, of course, into the chorus with that D chord. So again, slowly. And now more up to speed. Okay, and then the chorus is basically, you know, you're pounding that low D power chord, and you go up to what is actually a G power chord, but with a drop D, you have to finger it like this. You're basically imitating this chord up here, and then back to the D. And now you're going to go to A, where you play the regular way. Oh, sorry. And so you should feel the changes. This is a basic 1-4-5 situation. Now, the guitar solo section is a little different. It actually starts on the G. Starts it here, and then goes to the D. And then it goes, for the only time in the whole song, it goes to an E right here. And then to the A. Okay, so these are pieces that you should be able to hear and put together in the song. And then at the very end of the song, there's a variation on this riff. That's the way we played it before. But at the end of the song, it goes like this. So let's slow it down again. 3-4-0. It starts the same. 3-4-0. 3-0. And then on the low D, 5-0-3-0. I'm just trying to make sure I remember it right. Okay, slowly. And that's how the song ends. All right, I hope this is helpful.